The FIA GT Series is set for a stunning 2013 season. The entry is building all the time. There are new teams, new cars, new drivers coming into the championship, and it all bodes well for a superb season, enhanced by the presence on the grid of 9-time World Rally Champion Sebastien Loeb. He's raced at Le Mans in the past in the 24 hours, he's raced in domestic French GT racing, but now on an FIA stage, this is a big commitment for him.
Because I wanted to do something else than rally, and I've done now 10 years in full World Championship, 9 titles, and I needed to see something else. I like racing, I like driving on the track. For sure it's completely different from me. I need to take experience to understand another driving style, another way of working, but it makes it exciting. So I choose the GT Championship because I enjoyed a few races that I've done in the past with GT cars, and it's I think a good way for me to take experience, to learn with another professional driver in the car, and it's an interesting championship, good fights, so it's just what I like. The ambition is to do as well as possible. It will be my first GT championship. For sure I know that I have a good teammate. I hope I will be competitive, but this I don't know, so I just hope we can do as well as possible, but for sure if we are always behind I will not be happy, but I hope we will be able to fight in the front.
Having Loeb in the championship is a real shot in the arm for the FIA GT Series. He's bound to attract plenty of attention, that's for sure, but he's also bound to be competitive. Loeb's not just here to make up the numbers. Yes, he's a rally man, but he's done enough circuit racing to know what it's all about, and he's also done enough circuit racing to impress many, and one of those who's had his eyes opened is Stefan Ortelli.
He's really exciting. He's a really good help for all of us, and he's also a good racer to fight with. I mean, I've been racing against him last year here at Polycar in the French GT, in the GT2, and for him it's a step up to go to a European level, to such a, let's say, worldwide level. Don't forget, it's going to be the only championship he will do full-time, and I know the guy. When you won 9 titles in a row, the only target for him is going to be first again, and we will try to beat him anyway, but for sure I know I will have fun, and I can say that it's also a refreshing driver for us, because he's attacking. I remember he attacked me and he actually passed me in one corner, which I'd never been passed, or I never thought about passing in this one. I eventually passed him back, but that just shows that it's bring fresh into the business, and it will be important for him, and it will be very nice to race against him.
Stefan Ortelli is once again going to be behind the wheel of an Audi run by the Belgian WRT team. He's going to be joined in the car by Laurens Vanthoor. A second car is set for Frank Stippler and Edward Sandstrom. A third car is due to have the drivers announced shortly. Once again, it's looking like a busy, but they hope a successful season for the team run by Vincent Voss.
FIA GT, well, last year we did our first season in this kind of level, and yeah, we now know a little bit more about it, and we will try to raise our game. Well, we have Laurens Vanthoor with Stefan Ortelli, that's one. We have Frank Stippler and Edward Sandstrom, that's the second one. And I'm working hard for the third car in FIA GT, which will be announced, I hope, next week.
Audis could well be the cars to have in the 2013 FIA GT Series. There's not just WRT, for example, running them. One of the very interesting entries this year is going to be Phoenix Racing, a team with a good pedigree from the DTM, and it's a team that doesn't just come into a championship to make up the numbers. Success in the Spa 24 hours in recent seasons has proved that. But against the Audis will come Nissan. The PlayStation Academy winners are going to be on the track this year in the FIA GT Series. As once again, gamers go racing.
Absolutely, it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's just so competitive now in both the Blancpain Series and in FIA GT as well. So we're going to have our work cut out for sure, but we've got a great bunch of guys here working on the car and some awesome drivers to match. So things will be looking good for us.
The the first time I drove the car was yesterday actually, and it was pretty amazing. When they announced that I was going to do the two main GT series, I couldn't believe it, because 6 months ago I was behind my television with Gran Turismo. So yeah, an amazing story. We've done a very good program, a very good training as a racing driver, and yeah, now I'm really looking forward for the start of the season, and I'm quite happy to have great teammates and more experience that can help us, like Alex, for example, and yeah, really exciting.
The PlayStation Academy has been all about taking people from the couch to the cockpit, and previous winners have certainly proved themselves in international sports car and GT racing, and Szulzicki and his fellow winners are going to be no exception, that's for sure. The Nissan, with its booming engine and its distinctive shape, is going to be a major asset to the FIA GT Series grid, and a win for the gamers, it's not out of the question. Also this year, a Ford presence, and with Brazilian drivers too.
Yes, we are. We're very happy to race here. I was 2-time champion in Brazil GT3, and Claudio Risi here is 1-time champion. So we are making a good team to compete here this year, and we're very excited because we are with 2 Ford GTs in the grid, with 4 Brazilian drivers. And that's it. We're doing good now at the tests, and we're trying to get more speed and more grip on the turns to be very competitive in this very big championship.
The Ford is another distinctive car. It makes a great noise, and if the drivers have got the spins out of their system in testing, the cars should be up at the pointy end of the field. Further variety comes from Mercedes. The cars have shown well in the past in the Blancpain Endurance Series, and remember that it was a Mercedes that guided Marc Bosseng and Marcus Winkelhock to the GT1 World Championship title in 2012. The Czech-based Haro's team is going to be one squad running Mercedes, and again is a potential champion. And no GT grid would be complete without Ferraris. There are hordes of 458 set to come into the championship, and one of them is set to be driven at Nogaro for sure by Fabien Barthez. The championship kicks off at Nogaro at the end of March, and Stefan Ortelli is looking forward to it.
2 weeks ahead from the start of the new FIA GT Series. It's looking like we're meeting our objective, 24-25 cars in this sprint series, which will be the perfect complement to the ultra-successful Blancpain Endurance Series. Good competition in both the professional category, with only pro drivers, where we expect 12 cars, and in the Pro-Am category, where we expect about the same number of cars. Good competition, certainly, with strong Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and obviously McLaren team, which will be highlighted by the presence of 9-time World Rally champion Sebastien Loeb. It's all looking very good, and I'm certain that the French public will really follow the performance of Sebastien. Can he do as well on circuit that he's doing in rally at the highest level of competition?
With 2 races per weekend, with driver changes, with pit stops and a sprint race format, this is going to be a stunning season.